Welcome to the Record Machine Show podcast. And now, here's your host, James Michael Hollenstein.
I have an exciting show for you today featuring an interview with Brei Carter, a talented country soul singer-songwriter, independent recording artist, Army veteran, author, model, and entrepreneur. Hailing from Monroe, Louisiana, Brei's life is a beautiful tapestry woven from faith, music, love, deeply rooted in the traditions of the Deep South. Growing up surrounded by the uplifting sounds of gospel hymns from the Lone Star Missionary Baptist Church, as well as the iconic voices of Charley Pride, Loretta Lynn, and Aretha Franklin, Brei developed a profound connection to music. This rich musical upbringing, combined with the teachings of the Bible, has shaped her journey and fueled her passion for storytelling through song. Before we dive into our conversation with Brei, let's take a moment to enjoy one of her biggest hits, Boots Get to Talkin'.
Hey, yo, Brei! Hey! Let's take them back to Louisiana. Come on, let's go!
Getting boots, kids and talking, baby, all night long.
Let's go now.
Wanna hear some hands clapping, boots yapping. Get out that wall, let's have a ball. Well, move it to the right, move it to the left. Don't see no one asking so. Last few steps. Boots, kids and talking, baby, all night long. Let's have a ball. Well.
Hey, yo, Brei! Let them know.
Down up in the dirty, you get showered with love. Down to have the time of your life. Pour another shot before we cut up some rust. Who's in charge of music tonight? Uncle Eddie gon' grill, ain't no eating until Auntie Rosie come in the house. Loudon fills in the bag, grab your boots in your hand. You know we're about to turn this thing out. Well, loving boots, kids and talking, baby, all night long. Wanna hear some hands clapping, boots yapping. Get out that wall, let's have a ball. Well, move it to the right, move it to the left. Don't see no one asking so. Last few steps, kids and talking, baby, all night long. Let's have a ball. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Brei! Hey, now break it down.
Party get to jumping cause we're shaking and we're stopping. When you're here, get to running to the dance floor high. Been waiting all week just to hear your boots speak. While you're trying to whisper now, put your hands in the sky. Time to 9 to 5 cause we all just surviving. If you ain't stop your line, gon' have a good time. The boots get to scooting with the daisy gets to juking. Now cowboys, women, grab a drink and on high.
Down in the South, we getting litty. Nothing like a good time with family. If we start fighting, it's ending silly. Just another good time in New Orleans. Letting blues, kids and talking, baby, all night long. Wanna hear some hands clapping, boots yapping.
I ain't yapping yet now.
Get off that wall, let's have a ball. Well, move it to the right, move it to the left. Don't see no one asking so. Last few steps, let them blues, kids and talking, baby,
Hey, y'all been talking now. Come on,
all
talk.
night long. Let's have a ball. Well.
Louisiana in the house. Look, Cajun, baby. We good. We out.
You just listened to the chart-topping track, Boots Get to Talkin' by Brei Carter. And I'm excited to have her on the line for an interview. Brei, how you doing?
I am
absolutely amazing. This is a freaking long time coming.
Yeah, the last time we spoke was in 2023, I think.
Was it then?
Yeah, I have it in my notes. It was January 2023.
It seems like it's been like forever and ever ago.
I messaged Jason a while back and he said he wanted to wait because you got some exciting stuff coming up.
That is amazing. But thanks for having me. I'm like, oh my goodness. When I looked again, I'm like, oh, that's who I have today. So super excited.
So it's been a while since our last conversation on the air back in January 2023. Since then, you've put out a couple new singles, including Sun Still Shining and Boots Get to Talkin'. I'm curious to know the inspiration behind these tracks.
You know what? That is a great question. So the inspiration behind the tracks, more specifically Boots Get to Talkin', originally being from Louisiana, just wanting to bring some of that good down home Southern, maybe a little bit of the harmonica, a little bit of Zydeco mix in there, just bringing my roots into it and really kind of digging into that country soul. So that was the inspiration behind Boots Get to Talkin'. And then as for Sun Still Shining, when I heard that song and it was pitched to me, you know how you just hear a song? It was kind of an anthem that no matter what's going on, what didn't work out, at the end of the day, it's a great perspective, not just to take in love and relationships, but just in life. Hey, you know what? It's a new day. The sun is still shining. You pick yourself up and keep it moving.
Great advice there. You collaborated with Electra Horse on Boots Get to Talkin'. How do you usually approach a new collaboration, and what's your process for working with other artists?
You know what? I am open to working with you guys. Hey, call me, text me, DM me, send me messages. If it's a good fit, I'm definitely open to it. I think there's power in numbers and just coming together and just bringing the different unique sounds together, just gelling together, just making magic. So I do really embrace collaborations. As far as my work with Electra Horse, throughout working with him the past couple of years, he's become like family. So he's kind of like my big brother now. So we do a lot of things together, and he kind of listens to me and my perspective in the direction that I'm trying to go to. And not only that, he's been able to bridge the gap with country and soul and just put me on platforms that I otherwise would not have been on, you know, just big in the line dance community, getting out there, doing the trail rides, the rodeos, and also the line dance convention. So it's been really, really good. My approach is really just to sit down and reach out and figure out who it seems like it's a good match to. And sometimes I'll reach out to them or I'll meet them. And then that's when the magic, honestly, it starts.
Nice. Now, you mentioned line dancing. Now, there is a line dance for this track, correct?
There's a line dance to that track. My song Walk Your Walk has a line dance that they're doing. And honestly, some upcoming collaborations, they're line dances that are still coming along. I think with some people think it's a trend, but they've been doing line dances since way back when, the cha-cha slide, the Cotton Eye Joe. Think about way back,
Yeah.
you know, obviously still getting into the two-stepping and all of that. So line dances has been around for a while, and I think more people are just finding an outlet to just release and just do something that feels good and makes them happy.
It looks like they're having a great time when they're doing it. I see all the videos that you've been posting on your social media. All different types of people are doing it.
Yes, we need you to do it though. I still have not seen that video of you doing it. So let's talk about that now.
I gotta try it out and then send it to you. All right.
That's right. I got some swag for you when you do that.
All right, cool. Now I hear you have an exciting new EP titled "A Brei of Fresh Air" in the works. Can you share some details about that?
Most definitely. So the name came about with, obviously, people like to think about a breath of fresh air, just something new and refreshing, something enlightening and what have you. Kind of took that approach. And with the Brei of fresh air, it's just the same thing that you're going to get. You're going to get something new, exciting, something fresh. There are going to be anthem songs that are going to be on the album, on the EP. It's going to be, honestly, a lot of uplifting, a lot of feel-good music across the line. And you're going to hear some different collaborations. That's going to make you take a step back and think, because that's kind of like, that's what I want to do.
Nice. When's it coming out?
Initially it was slated for last year. I kind of put the kibosh on that only because I didn't want to fully release the EP with there being so many great singles that could stand alone. Right. I really wanted to take time to give a lot of the singles their own due time and kind of work it from that angle. So I would say the goal is probably towards the last quarter, fourth quarter, towards the end of fourth quarter, before the holidays, definitely for sure. But the next single coming out is Country Lives in Me. That's also on the EP. And that's just another tribute to Louisiana, growing up, dragonflies and, mimosa trees and willow trees and just all of that good, and sweet tea and all the good down home things that you remember when you think about the South. You're going to see and you're going to feel it when you hear that song.
In the next couple of weeks, maybe?
Yeah, actually, the goal is within the next 5 weeks. That is my goal. I'm finalizing the assets. The video has been done. We're finalizing the cover, so definitely. So trust me, Jason's gonna have his work cut out. I'm about to put him to some real work.
Putting him to work there, right? Now, recently you were at the Country Music Fest in Nashville. How was that experience? And did you get a chance to perform?
Oh my goodness. CMA Fest is always amazing, whether I'm performing, I'm meet and greeting, or just participating, as an observer. But it was great. It was a little different this year in the fact that I'm now also a CMA ambassador, helping with membership, being the face of the CMAs. So that's really huge. In addition to that, I was able to perform, had 3 shows on that Friday. So it was back to back to back. And then I had a lot of meet and greets, and I had media press time that was built in there. But it was definitely a impactful couple of days.
Was the weather nice too?
You know what? So prior to, the weather was not Friday. It was crazy. It was raining. I got rained on. So literally I got off a plane. I went right to do a show with leggings on, a camo jacket, a cap, my favorite boots that are probably over 15 years old that I've had to have resold 3 times. So there was nothing glamorous and fancy about that night. But hey, the show had to go on and I had to do my part. But other than that, it rained and there were rain delays, but it still turned out to be a phenomenal weekend.
Awesome. Now, speaking of performances, do you have any upcoming shows that you want to talk about?
Oh my goodness, I had one last night. I have another at the Commodore with a couple of legends. And for it's called Purple Rain or some sort of tribute. It's not a Prince tribute, but the entire place is everyone's coming in purple. So I think they're looking at about 1,000. That's out in Cleveland. I have the Artesian Festival down in Mississippi. I have a couple of Mississippi shows coming up, and trail riding season is you're just smack dab in the middle of it. So I have a lot of other shows that'll be coming up. I'll be updating my tour schedule probably within the next week with upcoming shows. But hey, I got enough room. So if any of your listeners want to possibly book me, call me.
When are you coming to Myrtle Beach?
Hey, when am I getting that invite?
You can come anytime you want.
Okay. Whoop, whoop. Myrtle Beach, here I come. I am ready. I would definitely be down for that.
All right. Sounds good. Now, I saw on your Instagram that you're set to return to the big screen with a part in a significant rodeo film, which sounds real exciting. How did that opportunity arise?
Oh my goodness, we talk about the line dance, everything that's going on with Boots on the Ground, one of the hottest songs that are out there. People are, doing line dances with the fans by way African-American cowboy by the name of Cowboy Tip. He's lived the life just like me and other people. And he decided to tell a story. Him and his wife, they own multiple franchises of, I think it's Harold's Chicken. And he decided to tell a story. They're part of Chicago Children's Equestrian. So they do a lot. They give back to the community. And he just wanted to give the story of cowboys and cowgirls from a different perspective to let other people know that, cowboys and cowgirls come in all colors. And it was just a tribute to say, hey, this is not a trend. This is definitely a lifestyle. And I was able to be in there presenting and dancing and teaching a line dance and doing the dance myself. So I'm super excited. They haven't told me a release date or anything. They're getting it all together. I also got a chance to ride a horse. So I'm really excited. That's one of my favorite pastimes. Any chance I get, I'm either going to be in water, anything. I love water sports, being on the water, or I love being on the back of a horse. So definitely.
Awesome. In your press kit, it states that you support mental health and music. You've even started a blog called Music is Medicine. Could you share a little bit about that?
Yes, music is definitely medicine. That's one of the key things that I focus on. Mental health is just key in this world that we live in today. And I think people need to make sure that they're checking in with themselves, not just other people, but with themselves, seeing what's needed mentally. And the blog that I have, Music is Medicine, there are actually clinical trials and studies that have been done that have shown that the different sound waves, the different rhythms and the frequencies, the hertz and what have you, through that, there are healing properties that are occurring. through music. So music just does a whole lot. It can lift moods and what have you. And I have a blog that actually just goes and it gives you lots of details and things that you can do if you are suffering from, mental issues and what have you. Obviously, definitely also if you need to see a healthcare provider, do that as well. But these are just some additional things that you can do that can help you along the way. And on top of that, we just spoke about horses. I'm also an ambassador for Horses for Mental Health. So just tapping into that because that horses also have healing powers.
Like the dogs even too, right?
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Now, as a proud veteran of the U.S. Army and an officer at the rank of second lieutenant, in what ways has that experience molded you to who you are today?
Actually, first lieutenant. So I got out as a first lieutenant. I did get that promotion before going before the captain's board. It's molded me in a lot of ways in the fact, just the discipline, just the love. First and foremost, there's love of God, but love of my country. And, obviously no matter where you live, there are problems in every country, no matter where you go. But I love my country, problems and all. And I would definitely fight for the freedoms of the people that are here. And it shaped me in the fact that I don't see color. I see people as people. And I want to support people in any way that I can. And God bless the USA.
Absolutely. In addition to being an independent country soul singer-songwriter, an Army veteran, a model, and an entrepreneur, you're also an author of 3 books. Can you share a little bit about that?
I can. 2 of those books are called Daily Inspirations for Spiritual Growth. What those are different messages that through prayer and meditation and through studying that I've been given, that I've shared out to make a difference and to help other people in their walk with God, in their daily walk, just in life, and just getting through the next moment, the next hour, and just getting through things in life. And then the 3rd book is actually a children's book called Delia Goes to Dreamland. That children's book is just an inspiration to kids to just encourage them that they can do and be whatever they want to do and be in life, just to go for it and just do the right thing. And through doing the right thing and focusing, you can be the things that you dream to be someday. And that's what that story's about.
Nice. Now, where can these books be purchased?
You can find them on Amazon.
When was the last one you wrote? What year?
Over 8 years ago, but I will tell you, I have a couple in the hopper that are in the final, in the editing phase. Mm-hmm. So I would say by the end of this year, first of next year, there are more children's books that are on the way and inspiration books.
Do you have a website or social media you'd like to promote?
I do. BreiCarter.com, you guys. That's BreiCarter, BreiCarter.com. And on all social media platforms, it's Brei Carter, BreiCarter. And on Facebook, it's Brei Carter Music. So go on, support, like, love, stream, check out the merchandise. I would love the support. Stream my music, and DM me, send me a message. Let me know what you guys are thinking, or if there's a song you want me to do, let me know.
And finally, is there anything you'd like to mention that we didn't talk about tonight?
You know what? You've done it all. I am just honestly on cloud 9, just really being here. It is an honor, and I don't say this lightly. It is an honor being here talking to you. And obviously we exchange dialogue via the platforms and what have you, right. But it's just up close and personal with you now. It's just like, oh my goodness, it's him. So I'm just super excited just to be here. And I just want to continue to make music, and touch the world through music.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for doing this and coming on the show. And it's great catching up with you. It feels like we picked up right where we left off the last time. Definitely. And let's not wait so long next time. Well, when that EP comes out, I'd love to have you back on, maybe in the fall, right? That would be amazing. I would love that. All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll be in touch. All right. Sounds like a plan. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping by today, Brei. It was wonderful to catch up with you. But before we wrap things up, let us take a moment to enjoy another one of her tracks. This one's called Sun Still Shining. It should have been pouring down. I should have been going insane, but now
Should have been heartbroken, rolling round in 1,000 tears. Thought I'd wake up hoping that you would still be here. Hey, but I didn't, and it feels alright. I ain't wishing you were by my side. I've been thinking, but it ain't you on my mind. Thought I'd get lost in the space you left, but there's room in the closet for my brand new dress. Thought I'd die of thirst when your love went dry, but I got up here and the sun's still shining. Remember you told me that I would never get over you. Said nobody would love me, but it turns out I do. Think you even call me crazy, and that's the one thing you got right. 'Cause it would've drove me crazy to give you one more night. Hey, but I didn't, and it feels alright. I ain't wishing you were by my side. I've been thinking, but it ain't you on my mind. Thought I'd get lost in the space you left, but there's room in the closet for my brand new dress. Thought I'd die of thirst when your love went dry, but I got up here and the sun's still shining. Covered your name with a new tattoo, put a pair of wings right over you. I could have picked up where we left off last night when you called. Hey, but I didn't, and it feels alright. I ain't wishing you were by my side. I've been thinking, but it ain't you on my mind. Thought I'd get lost in the space you left, but there's room in the closet for my brand new dress. Thought I'd die of thirst when your love went dry, but I got up here and the sun's still shining. Alright, yeah, the sun's still shining on me. I got up here and a new tattoo, and the sun's still shining. I forget about you. Alright.
The Record Machine Show is a weekly radio podcast produced by Jimmy Howell Productions. All rights reserved. For information regarding distribution or adding this podcast to your website, please visit our contact page at therecordmachineshow.com to submit your request. Thanks for listening. See you next time on The Record Machine Show.
The Record Machine Show.